This is Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm Amanda Stevens, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Wednesday, July 23rd. Taiwan Action releases final recall video saying Taiwan is resisting China for the world. U.S. lawmaker supports Taiwan amid South Africa's downgrade of representative offices. And Foreign Minister says Taiwan can use medical diplomacy to shine internationally. But first, today's top stories. With just 3 days left before Taiwan's first wave of legislative recall votes on Saturday, Taiwan Action, a civic recall film project, released its final campaign video, Taiwan Resisting China for the World, on Wednesday. Over the past few months, Taiwan Action has released 21 campaign videos, and the final one is directed by Michelle Zhu, who tries to send the message that the recall campaign is not just a partisan fight, but Taiwan's frontline defense against China's aggression. Zhu says that the KMT's moves to slash and block government budgets are signaling allegiances to Beijing. She says the recall effort is citizen-led and aims to protect Taiwan's sovereignty and global democratic values. Meanwhile, the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, has mobilized its 51 DPP legislators to support the campaign in key constituencies, including those of KMT lawmakers Wang Hongwei and Xu Qiaoxin. DPP legislator Michelle Lin says KMT legislators Xu Qiaoxin, Wang Hongwei, and Fu Kunqi are the three most polarizing lawmakers, saying the party is throwing its full weight behind efforts to unseat them.
Our outstanding Taipei City councillors have been working incredibly hard. They're here with us, giving us their full support and strength. In these final 3 days, our team of 51 DPP legislators is joining forces with the Taipei team to push forward and defend the capital. We're aiming for the best possible result.
In the meantime, the KMT also released a new video campaign accusing the DPP of red smearing the opposition party and calling on the public to vote no on the ballot. South Africa's Foreign Ministry, DIRCO, issued an announcement through its government gazette on Monday, unilaterally renaming and downgrading Taiwan's representative offices in South Africa. The announcement drew sharp criticism from U.S. Congressman Chris Smith, chair of the House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Africa. During a recent review of the U.S.-South Africa Bilateral Relations Review Act, Smith warned that China is pressuring South Africa to expel Taiwan's representative office from Pretoria in what he called part of Beijing's broader political warfare campaign against Taiwan. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Xiao Guangwei said on Tuesday that Foreign Minister Lin Jialong sincerely welcomes and appreciates Smith's support for Taiwan. He also reiterated the call for South Africa to honor the bilateral framework established in 1997 and to refrain from any unilateral changes to the office's name or status. Smith also praised South Africa's Democratic Alliance, DA, party for defending Taiwan and resisting pro-China forces, further calling on the South African government not to succumb to Beijing's pressure and return to the legal status quo. The first cross-strait ministerial meeting of Taiwan's Medical Diplomacy Advisory Group convened at the Grand Taipei Hotel Tuesday evening. Speaking later on social media, Foreign Minister Lin Jialong said his ministry will continue to deepen cooperation with friendly countries, and that through medical diplomacy, Taiwan can show its capability as an international partner in the global health industry. Cabinet Secretary General Gong Mingxing, Health Minister Dr. Qiu Taiyuan, and Foreign Minister Lin all joined for the first meeting of the Health Advisory Committee Tuesday night. During the meeting, Lin noted his recent visits to Paraguay and Palau had thoroughly demonstrated the positive diplomatic effect of frontline medical professionals. Lin noted that these achievements are the best proof of Taiwan's medical prowess and potential in smart medical care in the international arena. As a result, he identified smart medical care as one of the key initiatives within the Diplomatic Alliance Prosperity Project, aiming to advance medical diplomacy in the future. Foreign Ministry International Cooperation and Economic Affairs Department Director General Vivian Lian Yuping supported this, saying,
"Together we will form a Taiwan team to jointly promote Taiwan's healthcare and smart medical care industries."
Lin says Taiwan can upgrade its medical diplomacy to a co-creation model rather than an aid model, like raising fish together with friendly nations rather than teaching them to fish. Lin clarifies that this is the core idea behind using medicine to drive industry. In addition to building hospitals and lending aid, providing assistance to establish a complete medical ecosystem that integrates Taiwan's smart medical systems. In this way, Lin says Taiwan's partners become a window for the world to see Taiwan's value and prowess in medical and technological strength in the international arena. The Foreign Ministry thanked the U.S. House of Representatives on Tuesday for passing the Taiwan Conflict Deterrence Act. This marks the 20th piece of legislation passed by this Congress that directly supports Taiwan. The Taiwan Conflict Deterrence Act aims to deter Chinese military action against Taiwan through economic and financial means. The House has also passed the 2026 Department of Defense Appropriations Act, which approved more than $500 million in Taiwan aid. The Foreign Ministry says that the current U.S. Congress has proposed over 20 pro-Taiwan or directly Taiwan-related pieces of legislation this session, in addition to dozens more which indirectly support Taiwan. Foreign Affairs North American Affairs Department Director General Wang Yuliang noted the wide range of aspects covered by the legislation, including those related to Taiwan-U.S. relations, as well as travel and tourism cooperation. The Foreign Ministry position is consistent. They will closely monitor subsequent process on the Taiwan Conflict Deterrence Act and communicate with the U.S. government to deepen the partnership between the two. The ministry did not comment on any other aspects of Taiwan-U.S. cooperation, including the speculated spaceport cooperation, noting only that further inquiries with the National Science and Technology Council must be made. The Taiwan Conflict Deterrence Act must be passed by the Senate before it can be signed into law. The House passed a similar version of the act in 2024, but it did not make the Senate's docket for vote. Typhoon Danas struck southern Taiwan earlier this month, leaving behind widespread power outages, disrupted water supplies, and causing communications blackouts. In response, DPP legislators Lin Junxian and Guo Guowen held a press conference on Wednesday. They urged the government and telecom operators to improve the communications infrastructure to prevent disaster areas from becoming signal dead zones and to enhance the overall resilience of Taiwan's communications system. The lawmakers gathered representatives from the National Communications Commission, or NCC, the Digital Ministry, major telecom operators, and cable TV companies to review post-disaster response measures. Lin pointed out that communications should be strengthened alongside electricity and water as critical resilience infrastructure. Guo noted that with only 29 government satellite vehicles available, the system cannot adequately address thousands of paralyzed base stations during disasters. Digital Ministry Deputy Minister He Ming-Tie reported that 50% of communications failures stemmed from fiber optic damage and 40% from power outages. The ministry deployed 28 of 29 satellite communication vehicles to southern Taiwan, but acknowledged that this cannot fully compensate for widespread base station paralysis. Officials plan to coordinate priority restoration lists and accelerate low-orbit satellite module deployment. NCC Acting Chairman Chen Tongsu said the disaster caused extensive damage to base stations, with operators using temporary reconstruction methods that resulted in towers only 6 to 7 meters tall, compared to the original designs of 7 to 10 stories. This significantly reduced coverage areas, prompting the need for additional satellite relay vehicles and improved disaster response plans. Did you know your air conditioners can turn into ice machines? A viral online video prompted technicians to reply, hoping to help the curious public avoid costly repairs.
An air conditioner that kept dripping water suddenly started making high-pitched, strange noises before shooting out ice chunks from its vents like hail. A resident posted this viral video, joking that his air conditioner became a shaved ice machine, amusing netizens who commented that the only remaining question was whether to add strawberries or condensed milk. But what causes this strange phenomenon? Air conditioning repair technician Xie Fuyi explained that unclean filters cause unstable airflow. When airflow decreases, cooling temperatures can't be properly expelled, making ice formation easier. Sometimes, dirty motors block airflow through van drums, also leading to icing. Dirty, clogged filters are a common cause of air conditioner freezing. When grime builds up without cleaning, reduced airflow results in ice buildup. The fan that circulates cool air indoors also needs regular cleaning. Xie recommends regular filter cleaning and maintenance to easily fix this issue, along with annual refrigerant level checks. Professional technicians warn that once air conditioners freeze or shoot ice chunks, immediate inspection is essential. Otherwise, compressors may fail, energy use increases, and repair costs and electricity bills can skyrocket, seriously impacting household budgets. Phyllis Koski for RTI News.
Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Amanda Stevens. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features, brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.